Special thanks to my super sponsors Schumann 3D Blast, Shine Wolf, Ministry of Ennui Control, Metric Conversion, Runefox, Mr. Brun, Lemon 314 and Lord Entropy. Visit patreon.com/DavidXNewton to join the ASCII Brigade. Okay, before we start here, I just want to acknowledge that theme music again, which is so epic and hilarious. You don't feel like you're playing a Myst game, you're listening to a Luca Turilli album or Blind Guardian or something like that, where this time we've hired 4 choirs, 2 orchestras and God. If you listen to the words they're saying, Detherian noticed this in the Discord server we have going. They're reciting the names of the ages. Tomana, Adana, Amateria, Voltignarayan. It's almost what I do when I put chants in my own music, where I basically just take phrases, Google translate them into Latin, mess about until I have a good rhythm, and because you can't really hear what they're saying in the background, it's the sound that's important. Alright then, so here we are in Amateria, which is a little more, the music's very present in this age, unlike the sort of vague choir sounds we had before. So, where should I wander first? I got distracted by these really lovely hexagonal tiles, thinking they look really good in Doom. Let's have a look. So we are prevented from moving beyond the visitors area. What have we got in here? That's a lamp, and they've got some quite awkward looking stairs. All right, crystals. I saw a stone on the ground and thought, oh, that's an inventory item, forgetting I don't have one. Got more of a library down there than an inventory. What manner of contraption is this? It is simply a lift. Oh. This looks like some sort of device that catapults this cannonball across the lake. Let's see, we've got a marble run starting here. Is there anything I can actually do here? You'd think you'd be able to push this thing, but it looks like it's going to stay still. I've just remembered those balls that I saw at the very start of the game. The different weights of them, but I haven't had to use that yet. I was reminded because of the different textures on this. Maybe this is where it finally comes in useful. Or maybe not. Let's get back down here and just explore a bit further. It feels like I've got a lot more to explore in this age, or maybe it's just because I've come from an age where I'd virtually explored all of it and was just picking at it. Because when you start an age, there's a world of possibilities available to you before you get stuck in frustration and heartache. That is a ladder. Oh, wow. I could do with a map of this place, honestly. Seems to be quite complex. Okay. That looks a bit like it's missing a piece, doesn't it? That doesn't do anything, and unlike the lever in Voltaic, it's not going to let me hold it down either. And I can't walk across these bars. I'm going to need to either extend that walkway or find another way around. Alright, let's go back down this... yeah, there's some kind of transportation system happening here that I don't quite understand yet. Right. Oh, I never found a painting in the other world, in Voltaic. Maybe I should have been paying better attention. This This definitely looks like Akinar, the criminally insane one, and Cirrus, the obviously evil one. And they look like they were treated as gods by two warring factions who were fighting over who was the biggest bastard. It's quite a good likeness of both of them, honestly. So out further on the lake, we can hop across these bones. Yeah, this does look like actual bones this time. And the agony of choice. We've got so many. We've got so many locations we can visit in this one. Oh, something's happening here though. Oh, good. What do you suppose I'm supposed to do with it? Alright, that way, that way, that way, that way. We'll leave that aside for now. And, okay, so this arrangement, how many tunnels are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. And these two sides are closed. Same kind of arrangement here. I'm just looking to see if these symbols mean anything or if they're just the same thing rotated around a bit each time. That only has 3 prongs on it. Yeah, so there's definitely going to be some working out to do here before I'm able to get anywhere. Oh, I thought I'd been this way, but this rail leads to the top of the house there. Oh yeah, so this is the bones where I was where I came in. I don't know what I'm doing with any of these 4, 5. Oh, can I go beyond? Oh, what is happening there? There's another causeway. If I go through here, will I? Where is it? Am I in it now? I am. Okay, so I was worried that I'd be disintegrated, but I seem to be okay. And we can drop down onto here, walk across this. Have you... I feel I've mentioned this before. Maybe it was in a Doom video because of its affinity for hexagons. Have you seen the Giant's Causeway in Ireland? Which is, I think it's made of basalt. And it looks so unnatural. But that's just the way it forms in these perfectly hexagonal columns. Looks like you could play the Settlers of Catan on it. Although, all the spaces would be rock, so it wouldn't be very good. It's been a nice tour so far. It would have been if there weren't a Scottish idiot rambling all the way through it, but I'm not really sure if I've found any puzzles or problems yet. Let's see, can I get up here? No, those are quite big gaps. Ah! Alright, I'll put my first house and road down there, please. Oh no. Let's just put them all down and see what happens. Okay, they don't remember their state. So I'm going to have to find a combination before I touch that again. Oh, this is where I started. Yeah, here we go. Alright. So out of all that, I suppose... Was there another way that I could go? Let's see. Go around this corner quite awkwardly. No, there was a window out to there. Here it is. There was the jetty as well. And oh, I've got something to fiddle with now. Look at this. Okay, I'm in position. Let's start pressing some buttons. Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Why did they just build a pinball machine here? Okay, so what does that? What does this do? Nothing. Oh, I can do that. And I don't know what it is, but it's entertaining. The thing about Riven was that everything seemed to be bizarre and uncanny at first. As a, why did they build these things? But eventually, throughout the game, you discovered exactly why they built it like this. Myst, the first game, and this one seem more to be that these were all experimental contraptions just designed for testing the physics and seeing if they could find any bugs in the new universes. Okay, so I've got 3 options here. None of them are looking very good. I did it in the original position, and nothing else happened. So I'm not sure what else I can do here just now. Let's head further around this luminous green pool of. Looks like they're growing something in there, doesn't it? I don't know. This looks openable. Did you seriously? I had to hold down the mouse button on that rather than just click it. I'm not impressed with these deliberately obtuse interface puzzles. Alternatively, it could have been just my mouse that was the problem. Okay, what am I supposed to do with these? Looks like a... Oh! I can move, I can touch things! I'm no longer a hologram in this world. Let's see, let's use the 4... Oh no, those are... those are the 3 materials that I wrote down earlier, where, once again, I wish I could find my notes anywhere. Where's it got to? Okay. 3 wood is equal to 1 glass, and 4 glass is equal to 1 bronze. Okay, so wood's the lightest, then glass, then bronze. So if I make it the lightest possible... Oh no, they can go in different quadrants. Okay. Oh, this is the far end of the... That's the far end of that. So, the trough above. So, I was thinking to match what the ball above looked like. And that had a glass half here. Except... Do I need to do it symmetrically? So the wooden pieces go on that side. I suppose there's no point in there's no point in experimenting without then attempting to try it. Oh, I have to lift this up here. All right. Player 1, ball 1. Alright, that didn't really go as planned, to be honest. What about if we leave it over that way? Alright, so that time it pulled it too far down? And this time... Yes! Well, it works up to a point. What am I supposed to do with this? What does this machine do? Let's try the heaviest materials. Glass was heavier. Oh dear, you never know, it might do something. Very little was accomplished. So I've taken a bit of a journey back to Wormtongue Study. I'm sorry, I've completely forgotten what his actual name in the game is. Savidro? That must be Tamra on the wall. But what I'm really here for is... yeah, the balance. Okay, so... in perfect balance... where's that fly? See, it's in my left ear whenever I'm looking at this desk. We've got one copper ball and 1, 2, 3, 4 glass ones. So 1 unit of copper weighs the same as 4 units of glass, and these this is in the center. Now, this too is in the center. And it tells me that 1 unit of glass weighs as much as 1, 2, 3, 4. Why did I have 3? Alright, 4 wooden units is equal to 1 glass unit. I must have just looked at it from this distance. Okay. And for the other... slightly more morbid one. Oh. That's telling me something, isn't it? Not just that 1 hanged Atrus weighs the same as 2 hanged Cirrus and Achenaurs, but is it telling me something about how I should apply the balance in this big machine? That if something has the end closer to the pivot, then it will weigh half as much. I'm going to need to get a calculator out. Once again, this is a good story. I feel really quite sympathetic for our villain now after he dashed in and scorched Atrus. Because it was Atrus that caused all this. Where am I going? And it's also odd when you consider... I don't know if this is hotly debated in the Myst community or anything like that, but is Atrus creating the worlds by writing them, or is he linking to something that already exists? I'm not really sure. Let's go back and play with some weights again. So here's the top of the channel again. I'm just wondering why I can't see the glass portion of the ball when it rolls down. But I don't know. So our ball is made of 3 wood, 1 glass. And presumably I need to find the combination that will balance out on the other side. Actually, I can only see this side of it. So is it made of 7 wood, 1 glass? Or 6 wood, 2 glass? I don't know. The other problem in my brilliant logical approach to this is that I was certain that I already tried 3 wood, 1 glass, and it resulted in a ton of smashed balls. No, I erased my comment about the awkwardness from earlier. It was just a misclick of my mouse. To be perfectly candid with you, I'm not even sure why I'm messing with this glorified jumbo-sized version of Penny's Duplo Marble Run. The thing is, it's there, and in Myst that often seems to be enough. I've been taking some notes off camera, which I'll put up on the screen now, and I'll try to walk you through them, because I think I have solved this. we know that pivoting, moving the pivot towards something effectively makes it half the weight. It's probably more complicated than that, but we can think of it like that. We know that 1 glass marble is 4 wood marbles. We know that 1 copper marble is 4 glass marbles, making them 16 wood marbles. The ball, now that I'm reading this out loud, I realise it could be a lot of other possibilities, but it could be 1 glass segment and 7 woods, or it's 6 woods and 2 glass segments. Now, the counter ball, which is the one in the room at the other end, which I'll wander to now, this started at 4 wood. And oh, I can't get down. Alright, so the counter ball started at 4 wood. My first experiment, which I'll put up on the screen actually, we had 4 wood units on one side, we had 11 wood on the other, it was too heavy. The second one, we moved the pivot, so we made 4 wood divided by 2 versus 11 wood divided by 1, which is also too heavy. Too heavy here means that the ball that rolls down is too heavy and it tilts downwards. The third one, very similar. We divided the 11 wood side by 2, but it was still too heavy. That's 5.5 wood, and my counterweight was 4 wood. Then I put 6 wood and 2 glass onto the counterweight, and that would come to a total of 14 wood versus 11 wood. So it's so that meant the ball was too light and the ball smashed somewhere else. That's my biggest clue, that the ball is 7 wood and 1 glass rather than 6 wood and 2 glass, because if it were 6 wood and 2 glass I would have bounced it perfectly then. So a couple of other things that didn't work as well. I was mystified by why the 6th and 7th experiments that I did, I thought that the trough was tilting only a little too high, when clearly on the 7th attempt I've got 44 units of wood, and it would be far too heavy on that end. But I think it's just because the pivot was on the right that the trough can only go so high, and it's not to do with the weight, that the glass marble can start off and then smash at the end. All of which means my mystery weight has to be 11 wood units, and on this end there is no way to make 11 wood units. We're forced to have 4. We can have 1 glass, which is 4 more, that's 8, that's 9, that's 10, and we don't have another... Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. That's 10, and we don't have another wood to make 11. So our only route is to aim for 22 wood units, and then divide it from there by moving the pivot. And we can make 22. We've got 4 to start off with, we need 18 more, which is 1 copper segment and our 2 wood ones. Now this now weighs 22 woods, and if we go around here and go up to this machine, we can use the pivot to alter it. Now we need to divide the other side by 2. So that was 22, it will now effectively be 11. Our ball is also 11 units, and the glass marble will, this time, be dropped, go smoothly over the trough, and survive. If that doesn't happen, I will be forced to use the hint book. We have solved the puzzle! Now I have to do some kind of hideous platforming section. Ah! Ah ha ha! That's a code! I'm going to use it! Just as soon as this thing's lowered me down. Okay, we'll do that. Thank you to everyone on the left here for supporting me creating Stumbling Tours videos. If you'd like to join in or make suggestions for other games to cover, please have a look at David X Newton on Patreon.